across Ukraine. Worshippers seeking respite from the war marked this Orthodox Easter under the threat of Russian attack.
Атакує. На жаль,
This priest says air raid sirens rang out during his service in the east, where Moscow's missiles unleash more destruction and claim more lives every day. Just 3 people gathered in this church to observe the holy day. Ukrainians praying for those on the front line also marked exactly 2 months since Russia invaded, prompting a renewed push for more powerful arms ahead of an expected visit from the U.S. Secretaries of State and Defense, the highest-level trip to Kyiv by an American delegation since the invasion began.
Close ally to President Zelensky.
This Ukrainian lawmaker explains the significance.
That visit of Blinken and Austin is a really symbolical and powerful signal to Russia that Ukraine will not be left alone with this war.
President Volodymyr Zelensky says his forces need longer-range, heavier weapons to fend off Russia's latest offensive in the eastern industrial heartland known as the Donbass. As the New York Times reports, the terrain there is mostly open farmland, which tends to favor tanks and other heavy weapons over the quick-hit guerrilla-style tactics that the Ukrainians employed to such devastating effect in the country's north.
We really need armored vehicles. We really need artillery systems and MLRS. We need tanks in order to defend ourselves on the ground, in order to unblock such cities as Mariupol.
On Friday, Canada announced it has now delivered a number of M77 howitzers and associated ammunition in conjunction with the U.S. The White House did not immediately confirm or comment on the expected trip to Ukraine by the U.S. Secretary of State and Defense Secretary. That trip was initially announced by President Zelensky, but it is part of a flurry of diplomatic efforts to end the war that this week will also see the UN Secretary General travel to Moscow, then on to Kyiv. Caryn Ceolin, City News.